What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. So today, I'm actually going to talk a little more about people and who we are as people and how we're built. I think it's super important to understand how you're built. If you don't know how you're built, you're not going to know where you fit in at, and you're not going to know how you operate. And then as a result, you won't know how you work with people. And if you can't work with people, you're not really going to accomplish much in life. You can do a lot on your own, don't get me wrong. But if you're really going to accomplish something, you are going to have to work with people. You're going to have to network. You're going to have to connect. You're going to have a team. You're going to have all these things, right? In life, that's how life is made. People are made to connect. People are made to collaborate. People are made to work together. And a huge part of that is knowing who you are and how you fit in and where you belong on the bus in terms of what you need to do. For instance, like Andrew is super analytical. He's a strategist on an analytical side and all these things. I'm not like that. Like there's a lot of strategy to what I do and how I think and operate. However, I am not drilled down in the details to such an astronomical level to where it's like, man, I'm looking at atoms and neutrons and things like that. That's not me. I can do it. It's really painful to do it. So anyways, the point of what I'm getting at is this. You got to know who you are. You got to know what you're great at. You got to know what you're bad at. And then every area that you're not good in, you really need to grow because that's where you're going to find growth in. You're going to find growth in all the areas where you're not great in. And it's important for you to come to the other side. It's important for you to come along on the journey to improve in the areas and to improve in sight where you're not good at. And that being said, I want to talk about a definition I heard once. I heard once somebody say that visionaries are very common people and that you'll find them all the time. And I actually want to I guess you could say debate that if I'm debating, because there ain't nobody here talking to me, but sure, debate. I don't have a better word currently. So visionaries are very common people. And I would say this, most people dream, very few people have vision. And a visionary to me is somebody who actually sees the pieces and actually has a strategy and an outline, can actually not just see the pieces, but understand the flow, the movements, and then how everything needs to work together to accomplish a goal. That's what a visionary is. A dreamer is somebody who has amazing ideas, but they're dreaming, right? And there's not a lot of strategy involved, but they're hyper creative people. They're super creative and they're on that creative side. And a dreamer is somebody who actually will go through and dream and think, and they're way outside the box. And it doesn't matter whether it applies. It doesn't matter whether it's out of context. It doesn't matter any of those things. It's like, hey, I'm just creating. I'm just thinking about things and dreaming. Dreamers normally aren't doers. And then you have another side of a person who's a doer. They just work. You love to work. You want to put your head down. You want to get to work. Give me the task list. Let me go and accomplish. All right. And I'm naming how people are built. And you may fit into one of these, you may not. This is not the end all be all list, but this is to just help you have an idea of who you are and what kind of mix you are, because everybody's got a little bit of mix of all of these, right? And if you're bad at doing stuff, that's where discipline comes in, starts helping you do things. If you're great at dreaming, right? Awesome. You need to probably learn doing and some strategy, and you got to find where you're weak. If you're a great strategist and you're looking at that, like you're more strategy side, visionary side, like what I'm talking about, cool. You got to learn to dream. You can't just think about what's in front of you. You got to come outside the box. And then you have what I would call implementers, people who are able to take things and then transfer them to a group of people and implement. And it's not just doing technical tasks, but it's actual disbursement, I guess you could say, right? A disbursement of work, a disbursement of like, hey, here's a goal. Here's how we actually accomplish it. Here's how we're going to do it as a team. Here's how things get implemented and then managed. And so looking at like where we're at, where Andrew and I've been at, the journey we've been on, a large part of our journey is who are we? Why are we doing things? Why are we doing what we're doing? And what are we made like? And why are we made this way? And to give you an example, if I'm talking about how important this is, Andrew and I would have confrontation oftentimes over the work, over things that need to be done. And I would drop balls on certain things and it'd be like, man, why is this like pulling teeth to do? And part of it came back to how I'm made, to where I want purpose behind what I'm doing. And if I don't see the purpose, I think it's worthless. And then I have no buy-in and there's no value to it. And as a result, I don't want to do it. And then it's like pulling teeth to get done. And I was always that kid in school. Why are we doing this? Why are we learning math? When am I going to use this? How does this help me? Always asking that question. And it explained a lot once Andrew and I figured that out. And I know I'm over on time, but it explained a lot. And then it actually helped us work better together because I understood who I was on a better level and Andrew understood. And so as a result, everything rose. And that's the point of this episode. Figure out who you are, learn who you are. And then all of a sudden, everything in life just seems to go up because you know what you suck at, honestly, and what you need to get better at. And you know where you're great at. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.